What's up, guys? It is Carly here bringing you the HorrorPack unboxing video for the month of June, and just a heads up, I actually unsubscribed to HorrorPack, not because I did not like it, but because I wanted to kind of save some money, and also because it seemed like my Blu-rays were kind of piling up a lot, and right now Jerry and I kind of took a break from our podcast, so I unsubscribed to it, and I thought that I wasn't going to get it for June, but I actually did get it because I just wasn't thinking. I know the payments, I think, come out at the end of the month or right after you get it or something like that, so I actually did get the one for June, and I am actually pretty happy because I was kind of feeling bad that I did unsubscribe afterwards because I heard the pack was actually pretty good for this month by people who did get it, but just got it in my mailbox today. And anyway, what I was going to say was I did unsubscribe to it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to resubscribe to it for July, August, or whatever, or not yet. I might do so. It was kind of just an instinctual type of thing to unsubscribe, but that is not to say I do not like the HorrorPack anymore. It was just for those basic reasons alone. I still find it very exciting to get, and I am happy that I got this month. So if you guys just don't see any unboxing videos in the next few months, it is because I took a break. But like I said, I'm not too sure on if I'm going to run back to it or not because I am a very indecisive type of person. So there's that, but I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the actual unboxing here. Took it out of the box already, but let's see what we got. First up, we have Devil, which I actually already own on DVD. This is definitely one that I would probably pass on to my mom or someone, though, because I think that she would appreciate it. And I also have a friend from high school, actually, who really raved about this movie, so she might like to take my copy of the DVD as well. So there are multiple people that I could pass it on to, but either way, Devil is actually a pretty solid movie. It has more of a thriller feel to it than a horror movie feel. You know, it's obviously about, I believe it's like 5 or 6 people are trapped on an elevator, and one of them turns out to be the devil, and, you know, they're kind of getting picked off one by one, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. So it is a very good movie. It's a PG-13 flick. Like I said, it feels more thriller-ish than anything, but it's pretty solid. I actually did a discussion about this on the Horror Mafia podcast a few months back, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, I am actually pretty happy to own this because I do enjoy this movie. Next up, we have The Editor, and I've actually been wanting to check this one out because I've heard very good things about it, and I think on a podcast I was listening to recently, it was not a recent podcast, it was like, it might have even been 22 Shots, actually. I think they were talking about this movie. It was back whenever it first came out because I'm listening to, you know, back catalogs for some podcasts, and this movie just sounded very, very interesting to me. I think it might be sort of an Italian, yeah, it's an Italian giallo type of film, which I've said before, I'm not really a big fan of giallos, but just the premise of this one I remember sounding pretty intriguing to me, so I'm very, very excited to own this. You know, I might be disappointed by it because, like I said, those types of movies don't really sit well with me based on the ones I've seen, but I still want to check it out either way. After that, we have Pieces. Yeah, that's actually pretty awesome, too. I own this one on DVD as well, unfortunately, but this is actually really, really cool. This is also the exclusive, which is awesome. Pieces. This is a great film. You know, it's sort of a 80s slasher, I believe. Yeah, I think it came from the 80s. But yeah, this is a fantastic film. I've only seen it, well, it's not fantastic, you know, it's kind of your typical 80s slasher, but I've only seen it one time, and I've actually been wanting to revisit it because I don't remember it a whole lot, but I remember being pretty intrigued with it. So this is actually really, really exciting to own. And then lastly, we have Hansel and Gretel Get Baked, which is actually in a slipcover, which is pretty nice. You don't see many HorrorPack movies with slipcovers, so that's pretty cool. I don't really know much about this movie. I feel like I just watched a movie where this was actually a trailer on the Blu-ray or DVD or whatever I was watching, oddly enough, and I forget what it was. I feel like this is a more low-budgety type of film, but I'm not 100% sure. Sounds like it would be a horror comedy. Don't know much about it. I've definitely heard this title before, and I feel like I've definitely seen a trailer for it, but I just can't really recall anything about it. But this is pretty cool, honestly. I kind of like this cover. You know, it's just basic heads, but it's also got this kind of green color tint to it. So this is actually pretty cool. I'm really happy that I got this pack, and honestly, I'm probably going to go ahead and resubscribe to HorrorPack again, just because I'm really happy with this pack, even though, like I said, I already had 2 of the movies on DVD. Either way, they're very good movies. Sometimes I feel like, to be honest, for HorrorPack, I feel like sometimes they go with more low-quality titles or more extremely mainstream titles that I really wouldn't care for, like Priest, those, you know, action horror or movies that aren't all that horror-ish to begin with. But if they keep releasing packs like this, I will be very happy with it. I've never been, you know, overly unhappy with HorrorPack so far, but there's been a few that I'm just like, you know, I could do without these Blu-rays in my collection. But like I said, I'm pretty excited with the movies I got here, and I'm probably going to continue to subscribe to them, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys once again for joining me for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.